It's the final home game of the basketball season here at Trinity Gymnasium, and we have a good one for you here this afternoon as the Eagles are playing host to the Timberwolves from Lake City's Florida Gateway College. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, and we're glad that you're joining us not only today but all season long for TBC Eagles women's and now men's basketball here this afternoon. We'll tell you about the two teams in just a moment. They had a really good one earlier in the season in Lake City. The Timberwolves won that ball game, and this afternoon's rematch is now underway. Trinity Baptist wins the opening tip-off. Coming into today's play at 7-12, but 3-1 where it counts in NCCAA Division II South Region competition. The last game the Eagles played was this past Saturday night. A barn burner at Payne College, but Payne won the game 106-92 as Brandon Hill takes the first shot and puts the Eagles on the board. He's averaging 6.8 points per game. TBC is averaging 77 points per game as a team, but allowing 88. They're shooting a very good 44% overall, 23% from three-point range. That one was for three, but did not go. And 67% from the line are the Eagles. Rose outside to Thompson. He'll fire a three. A little line drive that didn't go and rebounded by Amon Moore. Florida Gateway is 7-18, and they are 1-9 in NCJAA Division II Region 8 competition. They lose control of the ball to Thompson, who hustles quickly up the left side of the court and misses the layup. Timberwolves are averaging 72 points per game and allowing 81. They're shooting 47% from the field overall, 33% from beyond the arc, and 69% from the free throw line. So very, very even numbers for both these teams regarding their shooting percentages. Timberwolves back it outside the arc. This is Tyjon Wright going up for the short jumper. It does not go. And a rebound off the floor to Brandon Hill. That ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Wolves, so TBC will keep possession. Hello again to the Korth-Loader family watching from Spring Hill for the last time on our feed this season, but the Eagles still have 2 games left, and then, of course, the South Region Tournament. Florida Gateway is members of the National Junior College Athletic Association's Division II Region 8. Ian Kennedy goes inside and gets the layup to drop in, and the Eagles lead 4-0. Region 8 also includes Florida State College at Jacksonville, who's 24-4 on the season, Palm Beach State College, and Pasco Hernando State College. The last game the Timberwolves played was against Palm Beach State, and that was a 66-59 loss this past Saturday. Led by head coach Charles Ruiz and assisted by C.C. Wilson and Drew Norman. The athletic director of Florida Gateway College is Mr. Chris Hackett, who is also the sports information director. I'm Ray Bureau. I am the sports information director, and I love bringing you the action here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Timberwolves are having a little trouble getting the ball in the cylinder, but they do. And I believe that was Pitts with the basket for Florida Gateway. Tariq Pitts averaging 6.7 points per game. Thompson is rejected, but he gets the ball right back, high off the glass, and the bucket is good. He's averaging 8.2 points per game. In response, quickly up the court, shot no good from Amon Moore. These two teams met in Lake City on December 3rd. Ian Kennedy misses in that earlier ball game. Gateway won it 79-68. They shot 47%, hit 3 3-pointers, and were a very good 20 for 27 at the free throw line. Trinity Baptist shot 38% in that ball game. They hit 8 3-pointers, but just 8 free throws. And the Timberwolves were able to come away with the 11-point win. TBC trying to return the favor as Kennedy strips the ball for TBC. Xavier Rose playing in his final home game as a TBC Eagle. Misses the shot. The senior from Quitman, Georgia. And as we said many times, the member of the 1,000-point club in his college career. And we're very happy that those all happened here at Trinity Baptist College. About 4 minutes in, a low-scoring first 4 minutes. And the Timberwolves trying to get the ball inside. Kennedy putting up a great defensive front. But getting around Kennedy and then throwing the ball out of bounds is Israel Yant. And that unforced turnover will give the ball back to Trinity Baptist. This game was added on to the schedule a few weeks back, in case you didn't notice. And we were able to get that up, and glad to be here in the gym on this President's Day. Pretty good crowd here at TBC. JV baseball is playing right now up on the baseball field. The varsity baseball team had a terrific tournament, 2 wins, 2 losses. They scored 38 runs in 4 games, but Arlington Baptist was just a little bit better and came away as the champion. Ian Kennedy with the short jumper, his second score, and the Eagles lead 8-2. Congratulations to the Patriots of Arlington Baptist University. The Eagles are the runner-up. They made it to that championship game in the NCCAA Division II Invitational, the first one in nearly 20 years. And that one is rimmed out, pulled in by Ian Kennedy. The baseball team had one game in which they scored 25 runs in that tournament, and Ian Kennedy trying to put 25 points on the board. He's already off to a great start with 7. As we have our first time out. 11-2, a great start for the Eagles. We'll be back after this message from the NCCAA. The Eagles have hit 5 of their first 10 shots, including a 3-pointer. Gateway just 1 for 9 so far. That's going to change. This team shoots 47% from the field overall, so we expect them to get a little bit better as this first half continues. Trinity Baptist, before that game at Payne on Saturday, had won 5 of 6, including a fantastic 1-point win at Bob Jones University on Thursday night. Timberwolves inbound. Get the ball up the court. Long deuce is good from Amon Moore, who averages 12.3 points per game and scored 10 against Trinity Baptist on December 3rd. Fernandez back outside to Xavier Rose. Hand off to Kennedy. Takes it around the left side. Eagles are going to play some catch. Set up a shot. Fernandez goes inside, nearly lost the ball. That may have cost him the layup. And the Timberwolves are able to pull down the rebound, hustle up the left side of the paint. First shot did not go, neither did the second, and the third one was blocked. The fourth one, however, is off the rim and saved by Rose, but his pass is stolen away. Wolves catch a break. They missed 4 opportunities on short jumpers and layups. They do keep possession, however, trying to cut into what is now a 7-point deficit. I'm Ray Bureau. We're glad you're joining us here this afternoon on TBC Eagles. Fadeaway jumper is good. That is Bryant Boykin with his first basket. He averages 7.7, and he's already matched his total against the Eagles on December 3rd as DJ Thompson goes in and gets the basket. He will shoot 1. The foul is called on Amon Moore, the first foul of the game for either team. Thompson now with a chance at a 3-point play. We have the ball offices of Sullivan and Sullivan working for us on the camera and the online scoreboard that you see as Thompson gets ready for the 3-point play, and it is good. He now has 5 of the Eagles' 14 points. DJ Thompson really stepped it up at the line the second half of the season. He's at 71% overall after struggling in the first half of the season. Really came to life at the line in the second. Short jumper off the back of the rim, but slammed home by Tajon Wright, who averages 11.3 and scored 12 in the December 3rd matchup. Makes it 14-8. Eagles led 11-2, but then it's been a little bit more Timberwolves since that timeout. Kennedy being guarded heavily, and that man is Amon Greenidge. Finds Hill, who misses the short jumper a little too strong and off the back of the rim, and Moore pulls it up court for the Timberwolves. Lake City, Florida, the home of Florida Gateway College, a beautiful small town. Only about an hour west. Either I-10 or US 90 will get you there. The school itself is right on US Highway 90. I'd say about a mile or so east of the city limit, if I'm remembering correctly. And Kennedy, nowhere to go, is pass to Hill, who might not have been expecting to pass. Greenidge goes through two Eagles, misses the opportunity. Rose picks it up and hustles his way back up the court. Rose, a bullet pass to Brandon Hill. What a beautiful play. And Hill gets his second score. Xavier Rose, the all-time assists leader here at Trinity Baptist College, just picked up another one. He'll score the points if and when necessary, but his strength is finding the open man, and Xavier Rose is a specialist at doing just that. Kennedy pulls down the rebound. Eagles lead by 8. Still plenty of time left in the first half. Brandon Hill is fouled. He'll go to the line. It looked to me like Tyjon Wright. We'll see if that's the correct call. No, it is not Wright. It is Amon Greenidge. That is his first. And Brandon Hill at the line for 2. 4 points so far. First attempts of the afternoon. And number 1 is up, and it is good. That's now 5 for Hill, who scored 2 in the earlier meeting this season. He's averaging 6.8, so he's almost there at his season average. And here comes free throw number 2 for Brandon Hill, the junior. It is good. So we'll have Brandon back here for one more year. Our seniors are playing their final home game of their TBC career. They still have Southeastern Baptist College on Friday night in Laurel, Mississippi, and Pensacola Christian College on Saturday in Pensacola. As you see Yant get the jump shot, he averages 10, and he scored 10 against TBC on December 3rd. South Region Tournament is at Bob Jones University beginning a week from this Thursday. We're still waiting on the final seedings, and that will happen after Saturday's games come to an end. And we'll get that information to you as soon as possible afterward. I have the link on our schedule page where it says that we're still TBA as far as our tournament opponents. So you can get that information on our men's and women's basketball schedule pages. Just scroll to the bottom. And a really nice turnaround jumper by Israel Yant. That's his second score. He has 4 points, and the deficit cut back down to 6. Eagles lead 18-12. Just about 10:40 left to go in the first half. Hill taking the pass from Thompson. Greenidge putting on a great defensive front. Hill gets underneath, but Greenidge was able to thwart the effort to try to score the basket. And the Timberwolves head quickly up the left side. In the paint, but missing the shot was Boykin. And the Eagles come away with the rebound. Diego Fernandez looking for his first score of the game. That one does not go. Another good defensive front by the Timberwolves. That one is for 3. It is off the front of the rim. Kennedy and Boykin get hands on it. Goes out of bounds. Last touched by Boykin. And so TBC will get possession following the timeout. 10 minutes and 3 seconds left. 18-12. Trinity Baptist leads. Well, we told you what the Eagles have left on their schedule. Let's take a look at Florida Gateway's schedule. Go to fgcwolves.com. Click the sport you want, and you'll be able to find the schedule, the roster, and the stats pages for the basketball team. 5 games left. Wednesday, home against Pasco Hernando State College. That is a Region 8 contest, as is Saturday the 22nd at Florida State College at Jacksonville. That's at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then they'll finish February, says, versus a team to be determined at Pasco Hernando, the FCSAA Division II Region 8 Championship semifinal. And then, of course, that tournament heads into March. So good luck, Timberwolves, after today's ball game. And again, you can go to fgcwolves.com, you Timberwolves fans, and get the information for your favorite Florida Gateway College team. Right now, Eagles shooting 7 for 17. Timberwolves have stepped it up, 6 of 21 after they missed 8 of their first 9. It's a 6-point lead for Trinity Baptist. Rose takes the handoff to the top of the paint, and they work it back outside to Diego Fernandez. Fernandez being guarded really well by Yant. Bounce pass. Shot clock is at 6. Hill in the paint. Fadeaway jumper off the rim. And the rebound for Bryant Boykin. Great defense by the Timberwolves. They're missing some opportunities on their offensive side of the court. Both teams playing really solid defense. Eagles in the zone right now. Great screen put up by Greenwich and an unforced turnover. Thompson all the way up the right side, off the glass, no good. Second chance, no. And we have ourselves a foul. That's going to go against Trinity Baptist. Diego Fernandez will get called for his first. It's also team foul number 1. And the Timberwolves will inbound in the backcourt. And we'll get our first look now at Dawson Norman, wearing number 5, and Michael Reyes, wearing number 1, who will inbound the ball. Dawson Norman and Michael Reyes make their first appearances here this afternoon. No points against TBC on December 3rd. They're looking to change that here today. Greenwich has the ball knocked away, but picks it right back up, and he gets it to go through. 8.3 points per game for the sophomore, who stands at 6'4". That's a big man, Greenwich. He wears number 23, and he hails from Fleming Island, which is just a couple miles south of Orange Park. That's Clay County, the one county south here to Duval. And the pass to the top of the arc. That's for 2, but it's good. That is Amarian Brown, his first score. He averages 8.9, and he scored 8 in the earlier ball game. Thompson to the top of the lane, and a foul before the shot. And I believe that was going against Bryant Boykin, and it does. Ariel Phillips working the scoreboard for us here inside the gym, and the Eagles will inbound. They've seen their lead trimmed down to 2. Eagles have missed a few opportunities in their last few possessions. Rose trying to change that, kicks it outside, but we have ourselves an offensive foul, illegal screen called against DJ Thompson. That'll be his first personal foul. And it takes the opportunity for TBC to extend the lead and gives the opportunity for the Wolves to either tie it or take the lead with a 3. Jaquez Anderson will take over for DJ Thompson. And the Wolves will inbound. Bringing it up the court, Dawson Norman, a freshman from McClenny, Florida. Most of the Timberwolves, as are most of the Eagles, from the state of Florida. Boykin, guarded now by Ian Kennedy. Goes through Kennedy and Hill and misses the shot. Kennedy pulls down the rebound, allows his teammates to get up court. Rose takes the pass, finds Anderson wide open for 3. It's off the rim, and Anderson is able to get the rebound. Eagles work it to Hill, just outside the paint. Couple of dribbles, layup is good for Brandon Hill. He now has 8 points, 6 from the field and 2 at the line. He has surpassed his season average, and the Eagles lead by 4, about 7:24 left to go in the first half. And this is Norman. Bounce pass to the outside. Amarian Brown races his way to the elbow outside the arc, feeds Greenwich. And Greenwich misses the shot, but will go to the line. 2 free throws coming for the big man. The foul's called on Brandon Hill. That'll be his first, and it is team foul number 3. And that will put Amon Greenwich at the line, where he is at 57% on the season. Opportunity for him to score 2 and cut the deficit in half. And here comes the first of 2, and it is good. That's now 3 points for Greenwich. And again, a chance to make it a 2-point margin. Greenwich has scored 178 points this season. And we get our first look now at Logan Godfrey, who is standing on the back court for the Timberwolves, as Greenwich goes 2 for 2 and now has 4 points. Logan Godfrey on the court now. Sophomore who stands at 6'7". And Godfrey hails from Tallahassee. Ian Kennedy with the bucket and one. Great move to the basket, 9 points, and a free throw to try to get him into double digits with still 7 minutes to go in the first half. And Kennedy is one of the gentlemen we want at the line where he does a phenomenal job. He is at 87% on the season. And a chance to make it a 5-point lead. It is off the back of the rim and rebounded by Bryant Boykin. Eagles gave up the rebound to hustle back and play defense. They have a 4-point lead, 6:50 left to go in the half. Rose on guard of Norman. And Norman's able to find Greenwich, who goes through 2 Eagles and draws a foul. Could be either Hill or Anderson, and it looks like it will be Jaquez Anderson called for his first. On the floor, so the Timberwolves will inbound. They are now up to 33% from the field. The Eagles are shooting 39%. Long pass back at midcourt. And that one's pulled in by Bryant Boykin, who goes to the left side, misses, but the second chance is there for Logan Godfrey. 4.1 points per game, 4 against the Eagles on December 3rd. And Godfrey is on the board for the first time today. Hill tried to respond, but didn't get it to go. Got the rebound off the floor. Eagles will get 20, and the shot clock is now down to 15. Rose, guarded by Norman, gets around his defender, kicks it outside to Kennedy. Open for 3, off the rim, and Fernandez pulls in the rebound. Xavier Rose, guarded by Norman, goes through 2 defenders and feeds Brandon Hill, who could not convert. And again, the Eagles having some trouble in the last few moments getting that ball to drop through the cylinder. Boykin, double team, turn around, off the rim, and in. What a nice job by Bryant Boykin. Double team with 2 men right over the top of him, but he got the bucket to go. A little late whistle, but a foul for reaching in. That's going to be on the floor. It'll be Eagles ball. The foul's called on Dawson Norman, his first. Both teams have now committed 4 fouls and have 2 left to give. And a few substitutions. Coming in will be Amon Moore for the Timberwolves. Ethan Bray and DJ Thompson in for TBC. Bray with his first look of the afternoon. Gets the ball back to Kennedy. At 22. Eagles have missed a few opportunities of late. And they're getting defended very well, and an unforced error. The ball goes out of bounds. It's only the second turnover for TBC. And now the Timberwolves have a chance at taking the lead, but they'll have to wait until after the timeout. 5:29 left. We're tied at 22. We'll pause here. We'll be right back. These two teams always give each other terrific competition. Nothing will top that one from a couple of years ago in Lake City, a 4 overtime game that Trinity Baptist won 119 to 150. Almost every game they've played with each other has been tight. Last time, December 3rd, Florida Gateway won by 11, 79 to 68. Dawson with the ball, goes up the middle of the court to the left side. Kennedy on guard of Brown. And Amarian Brown to the basket, kicks it outside. Thought about the 3, went up, was Moore, and a whistle, no shot. But he's going to draw the foul. It's on the floor. Trying to see which Eagle got called for the foul. Looks like Xavier Rose with his first. And that one is good. Timberwolves now have the lead. That's not Xavier Rose because he's not in the game. It might have been just an out of bounds, and I thought a foul was called. Ethan Bray with the shot. That one is off the rim and rebounded by Logan Godfrey. There's Dawson back at midcourt. Inside to Greenwich. Ball batted out of bounds. Last touch by Jaquez Anderson. Couple of substitutions now for TBC. Diego Fernandez back in, as is Gavin Korth-Loder, who makes his first appearance. Gavin's family, of course, watching us from Spring Hill, Florida, as they always do. Eagles trail by 2 with 4:36 left to go in the first half. Pull-up jumper off the rim and rebounded by Fernandez, who's looking for his first score. He averages 16.3, and he scored 21 in the December 3rd matchup. Thompson takes the pass from Fernandez. Nothing doing on the right side. Fernandez back near midcourt. Shot clock at 12. Anderson sets the screen. Fernandez bounces it inside to Bray. 5 to shoot. Ball nearly got away. 2 seconds left. And that one, did they get it off? Yes, they did, but rebounded by the Timberwolves, who again put up a great defensive front, making it really difficult for TBC. Ball batted away. Picked up by Godfrey. And the Timberwolves will retreat outside the arc to set up an offensive play. 3:42 and counting. That one is for 3. It's short. And Fernandez with the rebound. Checks both sides to see what he has available. Finds Thompson outside the arc. Bray to Korth-Loder, guarded by Godfrey. 2 big men. Turnaround jumper for Korth-Loder off the rim. Eagles' struggles continue. They're down to 31% shooting. Florida Gateway is up to 37%. They have turned it up of late. Bray takes the pass in the backcourt, goes coast to coast, and lays it in for his first basket. He averages 4.9 and scored 3 in the first matchup. And we're tied at 24. 3 minutes left right now. And the pass to Norman in the corner, guarded by Fernandez. High pass to Greenwich. He misses the first chance, but makes the second one. Amon Greenwich now with 6. And the Timberwolves have regained the lead, 26-24. Korth-Loder to Thompson. And Thompson looking for Korth-Loder in the paint, just under the basket. Pass might have been a little too strong, however. And Korth-Loder a couple of pumps, but again, good defense. The Timberwolves have really played great defense here in this first half. They've made things really difficult for TBC, causing a lot of long shot clocks. And now Dawson Norman gets his first basket, and the lead is up to 4 for the Timberwolves. Fernandez gets around Dawson in the paint, and good. That's the first bucket for Diego Fernandez. And it is a 2-point lead for Florida Gateway. 2 minutes left in the first half, a very fast first half with a lot of action. Godfrey for 2, no good. Rebound, Diego Fernandez. He's had some boards of late, and that is number 4 for Fernandez, who takes the shot. That's a long 2, and it's good. So Fernandez with 4 points in the last few seconds, and he ties the score at 28. Jace Spinelli and a Timberwolf over at the table. I cannot see who that gentleman is as the ball goes out of bounds. And now we'll see who's coming in for Florida Gateway. It is Tariq Pitts. Jace Spinelli for Trinity Baptist. So both number 2s now on the court. Greenidge will head off. Dawson will also head off. And taking his place will be Tyjon Wright. Tied at 28. A minute 33 left until the intermission. Final home game of the season for TBC. Women's basketball has finished their home games. They'll travel with the gentlemen to Southeastern Baptist on Friday and Pensacola Christian on Saturday to finish up the season in South Region play. Great pass inside and a really nice move by Wright to the basket to give the Timberwolves back a 2-point lead. 30-28, Florida Gateway leads as Fernandez walks it across midcourt. finding Ethan Bray outside the arc. Korth Loader looking for some help, finds Anderson. Good zone defense set up by Florida Gateway. Anderson trying to set the screen for Fernandez, who gets around the big man, and he is fouled as he goes up. And that foul will be called against Michael Reyes. No, not Reyes. Carson Horn, and that'll be his first. It is team foul number 6. And Diego Fernandez will shoot 2. 4 points so far for Fernandez. And at the line this season, 78%, 78 for 100 before that one goes in. Xavier Rose will take over for Gavin Korth Loader. 53 seconds left. And Fernandez ready for his second attempt. And this one is good. 5 points now for Diego Fernandez. 50 seconds left to go. Gateway gets up the court very quickly. With the ball is Israel Yant back at midcourt, guarded by Ethan Bray. To the right side, a bounce pass in the corner. Spinelli on the defense. High pass pulled down. Bray trying to keep Yant from getting in the paint. He does his job. Ball's batted out of bounds by Anderson. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Trinity Baptist putting up a defensive stand. Let's see if that pays off for the Eagles. Florida Gateway will inbound from the corner. Inbound pass to right. Goes through 2 defenders. Rose with the block, but it goes back to Horn, who shoots the 3. The ball hit the rim, so the ball's still alive. Ignore that buzzer. Double team. Foul called against Jaquez Anderson will send Pitts to the line. Number 2 on Jaquez Anderson. And Pitts will shoot 2. He's averaging 6.7 points per game. And on the season is at 57%, 17 out of 30 from the line. If he makes them both, it'll be a 3-point lead for the Timberwolves. And they're going to give up the rebound, it looks like, and play defense. If there is a rebound, that is. Pitts hits his first. That's now 3 total points. And now heading to the lane will be Tyjon Wright. Free throw number 2, no good. Rebounded by Spinelli. And the ball knocked away from Spinelli's hands. He's able to hold on, and we're going to have ourselves a whistle. That's going to be a kicked ball called against Jace Spinelli, and Florida Gateway will have a chance to extend a 2-point lead with 8.6 seconds left in the first half. Heading over to inbound the ball will be Pitts. He gives the ball to Yant. 5 seconds left. Yant around the back, nearly lost the ball, but held on. 1 second left. That will count if it goes, and it misses wide to the right. And that'll bring us to the halftime intermission with the score 31-29 in favor of the Timberwolves. Fast-paced action here in the first half. That saw Trinity Baptist shooting 36% and the Timberwolves shooting 37%. We'll give you more numbers as we come back from the halftime intermission. 31-29. You're watching TBC Eagles men's basketball here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Welcome back to Trinity Baptist College. We're inside Trinity Gymnasium for the final time in the 24-25 men's basketball season. The Eagles trail by 2 against the Timberwolves from Lake City's Florida Gateway College. I'm Ray Bureau, and we're glad you're joining us here this afternoon. The Eagles will inbound in the first half. Trinity Baptist shot 36%, hit 1 of 5 three-point attempts. That was Ian Kennedy who hit that. 4 for 6 on their free throw attempts. They pulled in 17 rebounds and held on to the ball very well. Just 3 turnovers in the entire first half. Timberwolves are shooting 37%. They've missed all 4 of their three-point attempts. They have hit 3 out of 4 free throws, but they win the rebounding battle in the first half, 28-17. They've turned it over 5 times. So both teams holding on to the ball very well. Both teams had stretches where they missed some easy-looking opportunities. Of course, I'm just up here talking about it, not actually trying to do it. That's Fernandez for 3, and it's good. And the Eagles lead. That is Diego Fernandez now with 8 points. He had 5 in the first half. Ian Kennedy had 9. Brandon Hill, 8. DJ Thompson, 5. And Ethan Bray, 2. The Timberwolves have spread their scoring around very, very well throughout their roster. The leader is Greenidge with 6 points. Everyone else has either 2 or 4. Except Tyreek Pitts, he has 3. Xavier Rose goes inside and draws the foul. He will shoot a couple of free throws. And the foul is called on Omarion Brown, his first and team foul number 1 of this second half. On the season at the line, Xavier Rose, 59%. And a chance right here. First one is a little strong and does not get the bounce to go through. Rose trying to get on the board for the first time today. He does have a few assists. In fact, Rose has 3 assists. And free throw number 2 off the back of the rim and rebounded by Tajon Wright. Timberwolves waste very little time getting up the court, and they get ready to try to regain the lead. They trail by just 1. Teams, of course, have switched sides. And the pass. Ball knocked away by Kennedy, and he pulls it down. A bounce pass to Fernandez. No! Both teams missing opportunities. Here come the Timberwolves back up the court very quickly. And holding on will be Amon Moore to allow his teammates to get into position. He hands off to Omarion Brown, who's guarded by Thompson. Hill, Kennedy, Fernandez, and Rose on the court with Thompson as we start the second half. And it is Yant, Moore, Brown, Pitts, and right at the buzzer, that shot does go in and right for the Timberwolves. Fernandez wide open for 3. That one spins around and comes out and is rebounded by Amon Moore. Eagles lead by 1, but we have a blocking foul on the floor. That will go against DJ Thompson, number 2 on Thompson. The senior from Valdosta playing in his final home game. Of course, the Eagles, they still have 2 South Region games on the road, then the tournament next week. Timberwolves have a couple of region games left themselves, and then their tournament coming up, as we told you early on in the ball game. Fernandez on guard, a great screen set by Wright. The jump shot is good for Omarion Brown. That's his second basket, and the Timberwolves have regained a 1-point lead. Rose takes the pass from Kennedy. A little tiptoe, and the shot does not go down. It looked like Wright might have taken one in the face as he came down with the rebound, but he shakes it off very quickly and gets up the court. Timberwolves looking to extend a current 1-point lead. Bounce pass. Outside the paint goes Pitts. Now he makes his move in, but does not go. Timberwolves get the rebound. Second chance on the jumper, no good. Kennedy with the rebound for TBC. Ian Kennedy with his 7th rebound. Now fires off a 3. It's good. That's Ian Kennedy's second three-pointer. He now has 12. Averages 8.8 points per game. Did not score in the game in Lake City on December 3rd. Eagles lead by 2. This has been a very close game. The biggest lead for either team, if I'm remembering correctly, has been 5. If not 5, it's been 4. That one is definite. Pull-up jumper off the rim. No good. Rebound by Fernandez. And that's number 6 for Diego Fernandez. And give him the assist as well, as Brandon Hill is now in double digits. And for Fernandez, his second assist. Eagles have gotten off to a good start in the second half, just like they did in the first. But Florida Gateway came back, took the lead, and led by 2 at the break. A 30-second timeout called by Coach Charles Ruiz. He's been the head coach of the men's basketball programs at least since TBC and Florida Gateway have started hooking up several years ago. Coach Zach Shank of Trinity Baptist College, his first year as the head coach after 4 seasons as assistant coach to Mr. John D. Jones, 2-year hiatus, and he came back last year. He's also the athletic director of Eagles View Academy, a high school program with a fantastic basketball program. And that's his full-time job, and he takes the Eagles back onto the court with a 4-point lead. Coach Shank, of course, as we said many times before, a national champion under Coach Pat Milligan, 2-time National Bible College NIT champions. And now the Timberwolves will have possession, trailing by 4. They'll go the length of the court. Israel Yant will inbound. And his pass will go to Amarian Brown, and we're back underway. Still a lot of time left. Pull up a chair. As usual between these two teams, this one looks like it's going to be a very exciting ball game. And the pass to Tariq Pitts inside the paint. Pump fake, stripped of the ball, but he got it back and laid it in. That's now 5 points for Pitts, who averages 6.7. In Kennedy, 2 Rose back at midcourt. Xavier Rose, a senior from Quitman, Georgia. Now, looking for an opportunity to get the ball to teammate Brandon Hill. He does. Back to Rose outside the arc. Makes his move. Finds Kennedy inside, and a whistle. That's going to be a jump ball. Now the Eagles inbounded, and it's going to be Florida Gateway's possession. A couple of the fans unhappy with the call. Coach Shank wants an explanation. The official says both gentlemen had hands on the ball first before any body contact was made. So 37-35 TBC. Gateway looking to tie it or take the lead with a 3. And that one hits off the leg of Thompson and goes to Hill. Hill to Rose, back to Hill. Basket is good. Brandon Hill now with 12. And Brandon Hill has had himself a couple of really good ball games of late. Eagles trying to tune up before they head to Southeastern Baptist on Friday and Pensacola Christian on Saturday. They have defeated both those teams earlier in the season, and that one is off the rim. Hill with the rebound, hands off to Fernandez, and Pitts might have gotten away with an over the back. No call. 3-pointer by Kennedy off the rim, and Pitts with the rebound. He's all alone at midcourt, now at the lane. He lost control of the ball. The shot no good. The second chance good, however, from Amarian Brown, who now has 6 points. And it is 39-35. And we have ourselves a whistle, and basket looks like it is good. It's 41-35, but I have to admit I missed who shot the ball. As I was writing down the last play, Coach Shank is talking to the official. I don't know what this discussion is about. I got Bray at 2, Thompson at 5, Ian Kennedy with 12, Diego Fernandez with 8, and Brandon Hill with 14 after that last bucket. And for the Timberwolves, Brown 4, Pitts 5, Moore 2, Wright 4, Norman 2, Gant 4, Godfrey 4, Boykin 4, and Greenidge 6. So as I said before, they have really spread the scoring around. I'm guessing that Coach Shank was asking for a foul on that last play, but didn't get the call. And now he's still talking with the official, who's about to hand the ball over to Amarian Brown so we can resume play, or rather Tariq Pitts. And Pitts passes it in to Amarian Brown. Eagles and the fans in the gym trying to get some noise started. Brown into Pitts, stripped. Last touch by Pitts, out of bounds, Eagles ball. Great defense by TBC resulting in the takeaway. Now, both teams have held on to the ball very well. That's only the 8th turnover. What a great pass all the way to the court to Brandon Hill. Beautiful play. And the Gateway gets up the court very, very quickly. Turnaround jumper off the rim. Ball batted up into the air. And it's going to be Eagles basketball. Xavier Rose with that absolutely beautiful pass a moment ago to get the assist. And for Rose, that is assist number 4. As the Eagles and their fans are giving each other a hand. Substitution for Florida Gateway. Amon Greenidge in for Tariq Pitts. And Xavier Rose will bring it past midcourt. Finds Kennedy at the stripe. Thompson now with possession. And back to Rose outside the arc to the left side. Coming up on 14 minutes left with the Eagles leading 43-37. Kennedy back at midcourt. Uses Hill as a screen, but he's stripped of the ball on a steal by Yant. Gateway gets up the court, and laying it in is Amarian Brown, who now has 8. And Fernandez is hit from behind by Israel Yant, and that'll be a foul on Yant. And now Yant and Fernandez talking with the official, and it looks like we have ourselves another whistle. Yant will get called for the foul, but Fernandez is getting called for a technical foul, and that'll be his second personal foul, and Israel Yant will take the free throw for Florida Gateway. First attempt from the line on the season. He's at 85%, a terrific job, and that one spins around and drops in. So Yant now with 5, and he'll have one more. So on the season, he is now 42 for 49, now at 86%. And number 2 is also good. That makes the score 43-41, and Yant now with 6 points. Now Yant reached down and took the ball from Fernandez after the contact, and Fernandez came up. They both talked to the official, and Fernandez was charged with the technical foul. So he has 2 personal fouls. He is still on the court. And Xavier Rose works around Hill, hits Fernandez at the top of the arc. And this pass intended for Hill, but was knocked out of bounds. And so the Eagles will keep possession. They'll get a fresh shot clock, 20 seconds. And Fernandez will inbound to Hill. Rose takes the pass, and we have ourselves an illegal screen called against Brandon Hill. And that is his second personal foul. And now Gateway with a chance again to either tie or take the lead. Jace Spinelli will come in. Brandon Hill and DJ Thompson went out, and Jamarius Pringle has also come in for TBC. Pringle, also a senior, playing his final home game of the season. Transfer from Toccoa Falls College this year, and we're very glad to have him. Limited action. He's done a phenomenal job off the bench for Coach Shank and the Eagles. He's guarding Greenidge to perfection. Greenidge dishes it off, but a great shot by Brown. Well, Pringle, great defense, but Brown was able to get the jump shot over everybody and tie the score at 43. Rose in response. Basket is good and one. Looked to me like Amarian Brown. We're about to see if that's the correct call. Rose will have a chance at a three-point play. It is Amarian Brown with his second personal foul. Now, Rose has missed both attempts so far today. Hello to Josh Harris. Very glad to see your name popping up on there, cheering on the Eagles. Rose at the line. It's good. These are his first points. He now has 3, and the Eagles lead by those 3 points. 46-43 as Brown walks it across midcourt. Fernandez on the defense. Greenidge setting the screen. Brown burying the 3. Great job by Greenidge. Unofficially an assist, but he allowed Brown to get open and hit that 3 to tie the score. Kennedy in the paint. Turnaround jumper. No. Rebound by the Timberwolves. That is Amon Moore. Slows it down. Gets the pass back. Goes around Pringle and draws the foul. I'm guessing Kennedy. Let's see if I'm right. Nope. Jamarius Pringle. His first, team foul number 4. And shooting 2 will be Amon Moore. First attempts of the afternoon. Amon Moore is at 79%. And number 1 is good from the sophomore from Davenport, Florida. And he gives his team a 1-point lead. Chance to make it 2. Number 2 is up, and it is good. That's 4 total points now for Amon Moore. And Gateway leads by 2, 48-46. Just under 12 and a half left to go. Fernandez back near midcourt. Hands off to Spinelli. Short pass to Pringle. Guarded by Greenwich. 15 to shoot. Hand off to Fernandez. In the paint, off the glass, and in the basket. Diego Fernandez now in double figures for the umpteenth time this season. I would say just offhand about 3/4 of the games TBC has played, official or exhibition, Diego Fernandez has scored double digits. He's been over 20, I think 7 or 8 times. Kennedy brings it up court. Hands off to Rose. To Fernandez from the corner. 3-pointer, no good. They had a great rebound from Bryant Boykin. The ball hits out of bounds and will go to the Timberwolves. Boykin with a fantastic rebound, getting over everybody, coming from almost nowhere. But he made a great play. All hit off the rim. I didn't even see Boykin in among all the players, but he outleaped everybody to pull in that rebound. And for Boykin, that's his 3rd rebound. Greenwich gets it to go through. 8 points now for Amon Greenwich. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. Trinity Baptist led by 5 not too long ago. Spinelli guarded by Moore. Ball hits off Spinelli's foot, tracked down by Fernandez. He keeps it in the front court as well. Shot clock at 6. Fernandez off the glass, no good. Ball batted around and picked up by Israel Yant, who's from Tallahassee. He hands off to Moore, who lays it in. Amon Moore, a sophomore from Davenport, now with 6, and the lead is 4 for the Timberwolves. Spinelli in the paint, lost the ball out of bounds. And we'll have a substitution for TBC. Pringle goes off, Brandon Hill back on, and a chance for Gateway to go up by 6 or possibly 7. They'll also have a substitution. Amarian Brown has a seat in favor of Dawson Norman. And it looks like we'll have another substitution for the Eagles. Kennedy heads off, and DJ Thompson is back in. Now we're resuming play with Gateway leading by 4, but a strip. Fernandez bounce pass to Rose. To Spinelli, to Hill, off the glass, and good. A couple of assists on that play, and Brandon Hill now has 18 for TBC. It is 52-50, and the Eagles looking to get a stop and possibly tie the score or regain the lead. Rose on defense, guarding Yant. Both teams have had tremendous defensive stands throughout the game. Boykin to the right side of the paint. That one spins out, does not drop. It was on its way down. Thompson with the rebound. Hands off to Rose. Outside, and his pass is stolen. However, Norman stepped out of bounds when he came down, so Eagles catch a break and keep possession and have that chance to tie or regain the lead. Norman heads out, and Amarian Brown back in. Rose running the baseline, going up, and another good defensive play. I looked like Boykin got a fingertip on the shot. I wasn't sure, but the ball, to me, appeared to change direction. So that could have been a blocked shot. So the Eagles aren't able to tie the score. Gateway looking to extend. 14 on the shot clock. Ethan Bray heads over to the table. Mendez got a fingertip on the ball, but Brown's able to regain control. Now we have ourselves a tangle up and a jump ball. The arrow is with Trinity Baptist. Gateway had only 5 seconds on the shot clock. It would have been tough from that position. TBC looking to take advantage. Both teams have committed some turnovers in the last few moments. Totals, though, look pretty good. 9 for the Wolves and 6 for the Eagles. Past the midway point of the second half. Both teams have held on to the ball very nicely. Bray crosses midcourt. Hands off to Rose. 1-on-2. Rose backs it up to Bray. Bray just able to keep that foot still as he came down to the floor. Jump shot, no good. A rebound and a foul. Looks like DJ Thompson, who took the worst of the collision, is now also going to get called for the foul, and that's number 3 on Thompson and number 5 on the Eagles. So Gateway will inbound. 9 minutes left. Final home game for TBC. And as usual, these two playing a very tight, exciting ball game. Jacquez Anderson in for Jace Spinelli. The senior, Jace Spinelli, heads off. Very likely to see him again, the senior from Orlando. And here come the Timberwolves looking to extend a current 2-point lead. Guarded by Rose. Boykin with Anderson on top of him. Timberwolves backing out. 13 to shoot. Going into paint is Moore. Missing the shot. A lot of contact from both teams. No call. Bray feeding Xavier Rose, and he is blocked, but a foul. Brown got a hand on the ball, but made body contact. That's the reason for the foul. Xavier Rose will shoot 2. And for Amarian Brown, that's personal foul number 3, team foul number 5. Rose 1 for 3 so far this afternoon. 3 points. He could tie the score with 2 made shots. 8:34 left to go. Here comes number 1. It is good. That's now 4 for Xavier Rose. And Rose now a chance to tie it up. Here comes free throw number 2 after the on-court substitution. Anderson will go to the lane. Thompson will head back to midcourt. Now Rose is ready. And he hits them both to tie the score at 52. Gateway now looking to regain the lead. They're shooting 39%. TBC is up to 41. At the half, TBC was at 36 and Gateway was at 37. Brown with the pull-up jumper, a little too strong. The ball batted away, but picked up in a 3-point shot off the rim. Boykin and Anderson collide. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boykin, so TBC will have possession. In fact, Boykin is getting called for a body check. And that's personal foul number 3. I have to admit, I thought it was just an out of bounds myself. 8:15 left to go. Anderson out, Ian Kennedy in. Jacquez Anderson, a senior from Valdosta, Georgia. Played all 4 of his seasons here at TBC. Ethan Bray finds Kennedy to the right side. Kennedy at the top of the lane. Shot, no good. Batted around, out of bounds. It's TBC's ball. Last touched by Amon Moore, says the official. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, they're going to reset that to 20 now. 7:58 on the game clock. And as practices for baseball and softball end, actually softball practice, baseball has a JV game today. Ethan Bray has himself a reverse layup and a free throw. Can't quite see the signal for who got called for the foul, but Ariel puts it on the board as Tariq Pitts with his second personal foul. That's Bray's second basket, 4 total points. Chance to make it a 3-point play. It's off the rim, and look at him hustle and get the rebound, but he couldn't hold on. Tried to get it off a Timberwolf leg, but it didn't work for him. And now we're going to have a basket, good, and a foul called against TBC. DJ Thompson, if I have it right, that's number 4, and I do have it right. So Marion Brown will shoot. So Thompson will head out, and Diego Fernandez will come back onto the court. DJ Thompson, a senior from Valdosta. His second year here at TBC, transferred from Toccoa Falls. And Amarian Brown with the shot. It is good. So he gets the basket and a 3-point play. He now has 16, and the Timberwolves have a 1-point lead. That's most important, actually, as Brandon Hill takes the pass outside the lane. Turnaround jumper, no. Ball hit off the backboard. after Wright tried to pull it in, and it goes out of bounds. Eagles may have caught a break there. Wright looked like he was about to pull that in, lost control, and hit off the backboard and went out of bounds. Long pass to the backcourt. Kennedy will control it. 17 to shoot. Kennedy uses Hill perfectly. Yes! Ball looked like it didn't want to go at first, but it did. 14 for Kennedy, and a 1-point TBC lead with 7:20 left to go in the home portion of the schedule, barring any overtime period. The way this one's going, I wouldn't be surprised if we have at least 5 extra minutes. 7:10 left. Fernandez guarding Brown and gets called for reaching in. That's going to be team foul number 7, so 1-1 for Amarian Brown, and for Diego Fernandez, that's his 3rd personal foul. Brown has 16 points at the line so far. 1 for 1. On the season, terrific, 85%, 35 for 41. Entering play today, he's 1 for 1. Here comes his 2nd of the day. It's good, and he'll get another one. That's now 17 points for Amarian Brown. That one tied the score, so a chance for Gateway to take the lead once again. And Brown on the season is now 38 for 44. That's about 86, close to 87%. What a nice job by Amarian Brown at the line. In the clutch as well. He now has 18 points. This one goes off Kennedy, out of bounds over to the Timberwolves, who lead by 1. 6:56 left to go. And the pass inbounded, almost got away, but Brown is able to get control. Ray on defense. Amarian Brown passes midcourt up the right side. Fades away, tried to pass, but it was stripped by Fernandez, who hustles right up the middle of the court, feeds Kennedy, yes, and 1. Ian Kennedy with the basket, 16 points, gives the Eagles the lead and a chance to extend it with a 3-point play. The foul is called on Tyjon Wright. No, my mistake. Amon Moore with his 2nd. And Kennedy at the line. And the free throw is up, and it is good. He is now 1 for 2 on the day. 17 total points, trailing only Brandon Hill and Amarian Brown for the game high. Both of those gentlemen have 18. Tied at 58. Boykin guarded by Kennedy. Man-to-man coverage. Kennedy now hunched over. Looked like he got hacked, but he's all right. Incidental contact, of course. Basket is good, and 1 for Tariq Pitts. Gateway regains the lead. Brandon Hill called for personal foul number 3. So Pitts now with 7. Chance to make it 8. 1 for 2 so far today. Came in at 57%. And that one is good. That's now 8 points for Pitts, and it gives his team back the 1-point lead. 60-59. Ethan Bray gets the basket and draws a foul. Ethan Bray back at the line. The foul called on Amarian Brown. And Bray has missed his only attempt so far. That's personal foul number 4 on Amarian Brown. Chance to make it a 2-point lead. Bray's shot is good. 7 points now for Bray. Bray's looking for another shot, but the basket counted, so just a 1 shot. And Gateway will inbound. Hey, Ethan, you got 3 points. That's better than missing the shot and getting 2 shots. Eagles lead by 2, 6 minutes left. Fernandez on guard. Pitts takes the pass. They work the ball to the left side of the paint. And Wright will draw a foul. Looked to me like that was on the floor, but both teams are in the 1-and-1. See who gets called. Ethan Bray with personal foul number 1. And 1-and-1 for Tajon Wright. Both teams have now committed 9 fouls So essentially double bonus for both teams the rest of the game. That would include overtime should we go. 1-1 for Tajon Wright. First attempt of the afternoon. It is no good. Boykin with the rebound, misses, and Kennedy able to pull that one in. Wright came in at 63%. Eagles work it really quickly up the court, and Brandon Hill now has 20. I'm going to check to see if that's a season high for Brandon Hill. 20 points for Hill. That one for three is short. And we have a foul underneath. That's going against Jace Spinelli, upending Tajon Wright. And that's going to be 2 free throws for Wright. Crowd unhappy with the call, but it's going to stand. Brandon Hill with 20 points. That is indeed a season high, surpassing 17 he had against Pensacola Christian back in January. Brandon Hill, the junior from Northport, Florida. And the first free throw is a little strong from Tajon Wright. As a team, Gateway is now 11 out of 14 at the line. The Eagles are 9 for 14. Here comes number 2. It's good. It's a 3-point lead. 5 points for Tajon Wright. He gets that second one to drop. Sophomore from Lake City, hometown product. And Fernandez at midcourt, 20 on the shot clock. From the line, it's a little strong and rebounded by Yant. Now a three-pointer would tie the score. Gateway is just 1 for 8. Eagles are 3 for 10 from three-point range. This one from the elbow, in and out, and rebounded by Ian Kennedy, who's had a nice job pulling down some rebounds. That's his 10th. Kennedy with a double-double, and we have ourselves some contact underneath and a whistle. Brandon Hill looks like he will shoot 2, a little curricular, and officials are going to step in, and so are some teammates, and we're glad to see that. Cooler heads prevailing. Jace Spinelli tangled up with one of the Gateway gentlemen. Brandon Hill's getting ready to shoot 2. Coach Shanks stepping onto the court. Officials doing their job. And Hill a chance to extend this lead once everything's settled. And of course, Kieran Philpott doing some duties here for us. Honored before the game for his service. He is a senior here at TBC. Took over for the terrific Josh Harris, the manager for the last several years. Kieran took over that this year, and they just absolutely love both Josh and Kieran. And that's Kieran, as you see, helping out in any way possible. Meanwhile, we have ourselves a timeout. We'll take one ourselves. 4:51 left to go. Brandon Hill will shoot when we come back in just a moment. .451 left to go. The Eagles lead by 3, pending the shots from Brandon Hill. The foul, I don't know yet. We'll try to find that information. Brandon Hill ready to shoot 2. Number 1 is up, and it is in and out. Eagles giving up the rebound, at least at the moment, ready to play defense. And not sure what the conversation is about. The official, I think, talking with the scorer's table and the coaching staff as Hill gets ready for his second free throw. Still trying to see who the foul was called on. I believe it was Amon Moore, his third. And Brandon Hill getting ready to shoot two. Eagles will head back defensively. Only Xavier Rose at the lane just in case a rebound heads in that direction. And Hill ready to take his shot. Just waiting for the official to hand him the ball. 4:51 left to go. Omarion Brown, 18 points to lead the Timberwolves. Brandon Hill at 20 for TBC, a season high and might even be a career high. Ian Kennedy was 17. 9 rebounds, not 10. One more rebound, he'll have a double-double. Gateway comes away with the rebound. Eagles lead by 3. And some contact, and Spinelli called for the block. He thought he got himself set. Official says not quite in time. So that's personal foul number 2 on Jace Spinelli. Again, both teams in the double bonus. Tajon Wright will shoot 2. Right now, he is 1 out of 3. And the free throw is up, and it is missed. I thought he was going to get 2 shots there. And Xavier Rose across midcourt. Eagles lead by 1, 64-63. Rose off the glass, in off the rim, and through the nylon. That is 7 points for Xavier Rose. The Eagles lead by 3. 66-63. Boykin unable to convert. Ball's last touched by Boykin and out of bounds. And so Trinity Baptist will inbound. 4:11 left. Some moisture on the floor that Rose and Kennedy are trying to get up. We have 4:11 left to play. At the moment, Trinity Baptist shooting 45%. Gateway at 39%. TBC has hit 3 threes. Timberwolves just 1. Rose back at midcourt. Passes to Fernandez in the paint. And a whistle will send Fernandez to the line. Shot does not go, but Fernandez will shoot 2. Yant called for his second personal foul. Fernandez 1 for 2 so far this afternoon, 10 total points. Scored 21 in the first meeting on December 3rd. This one drops in after bouncing around the rim. So Fernandez now 11, but more importantly, a 2-possession game, but still 3:55 left to go. It's still anybody's game. And Fernandez with his second, and that one is good as well. That's an even dozen for the junior from Bayamon, Puerto Rico. We'll have him here one more year. 5 points is the lead for Trinity Baptist. Florida Gateway trying to sweep the season series. TBC trying to even it up at a game apiece. In the paint, good move, but the shot does not go for Wright. He gets the rebound, finds Brown. That does not go. Ball hits off Brown, out of bounds. Brown a little frustrated with himself that he didn't pull that one in. Might have tried to go toward the basket before securing the ball. So Trinity Baptist, chance to extend a current 5-point lead. If I'm remembering correctly, that's been their biggest lead, and really the biggest lead for either team in this very exciting close ball game. Thompson at the scorer's table. He has 4 fouls, and Xavier Rose now has 9 points, and the biggest lead for TBC is now 7. Coming up on 3 minutes left, 70-63. Eagles are at 46% now. Turnovers, Florida Gateway 13, Trinity Baptist just 7. They've done a great job protecting the rock. Brown drags that foot and gets called for the foul. He knew it. No argument from Omarion Brown. And DJ Thompson is in for Jace Spinelli. Thompson with 4 fouls. But Coach Shank wants to get his senior back onto the court. Of course, Spinelli, a senior as well, and he's hoping to get another shot as well. 7-point Trinity Baptist lead. 2:44 and counting left to go. Rose to the left side, finds Kennedy. Has a couple of three-pointers. Kennedy lost the ball, hustles, made contact with it and knocked it out of bounds. Unfortunately, Kennedy did not hit his head up against the chairs. That's more important than the offensive possession. Kennedy's all right. A little frustrated that he lost the ball, but now heads back defensively and will help try to protect a 7-point lead with 2:28 and counting left to go. Still anybody's ball game. Kennedy on guard of Amon Moore. Pull-up jumper. It's off the glass. Out of bounds. It is Eagles basketball. Clock stops at 2:16. And TBC will inbound. They have Fernandez, Rose, Thompson, Hill, and Kennedy. Gateway has Brown, Pitts, Yant, Wright, and more on the court for Coach Charles Ruiz. Coming up on 2:10 left to go. Rose getting around Wright into the paint. He'll draw the foul and shoot two. And a couple of Timberwolves tangle up with each other and are both slow to get up. First man up is Tariq Pitts, and it looks like both gentlemen are okay. Tajon Wright, a little slow, but he's all right. Xavier Rose will get ready to shoot. The foul was called on Wright. That is his second. Again, both teams in the double bonus, so 2 free throws for the rest of the game. Xavier Rose looking to get into double digits, but more importantly, make this an 8 and then a 9-point lead for his team. This is the definition of a team player right here at the line. Xavier Rose hits the first. He now has 10. And a substitution. Boykin will take over for Wright. Wright hit that floor hard. Hopefully he's okay. And here comes Rose with free throw number 2. Right now it's an 8-point lead. And it's 9 as Rose now has 11. And Trinity Baptist leads 72-63. Up the left side goes Amarian Brown, getting around Fernandez in the paint. A great feed, and Jamarius Pringle will get called for the foul. So Pringle, with his second, will send Tariq Pitts to the line. Pitts has 8 points. He will try to cut into the deficit with the clock stopped. On the day, Pitts 2 for 3 from the line. On the season, 57% as we entered play, but that's going up as he's now 3 out of 4. 72-64, pending this one, which is off the rim and rebounded by Rose. Eagles will try to work down the clock. And a double team action and a foul called against Amon Brown will send Xavier Rose back to the line. Brandon Hill will come out. Marius Pringle will come back in. Rose has hit 5 in a row after missing his first 2. 5 out of 7. Big free throws here. That one is good. It's a 9-point lead, so if he hits the second one, it will be a 4-possession game with $1:50 left. That is 12 points for Rose. That one does not go. A 9-point lead, 3 possessions. And Boykin up the right side or left side of the court, collides, but no call with Thompson. Outside, that one is for 3. It's good. That one was from Amon Moore. He now has 9, but more importantly, makes it a 2-possession game with 1:36 left. We have ourselves a full timeout. We'll take it with Coach Shank. We'll be back in just a minute. Well, regardless of who wins, this has been one fantastic home finale for TBC. They're shooting 46%. They lead by 6. 2-possession game. Any score will make it a 3-possession game. Bounce pass to Rose. Outside to Fernandez. They're going to try to use up some of the clock. Look for an opportunity to get that 7th, 8th, or 9th point on the board. Brandon Hill takes the pass outside to Rose. Again, using up the clock. 8 to shoot. Hill off the glass. No good. Thompson couldn't quite hold on. The ball's out of bounds. It's Gateway's ball with 1:09 left. Jamarius Pringle will head to the table. And it looks like Rose will head off. Hill heads off as well. Nope, Rose is just getting the dry mop so he can wipe up the floor. But Brandon Hill has come out. Florida Gateway has an opportunity. They trail by 6 with 1:09 left. Eagles used up the clock, had an opportunity, but good defense by the Timberwolves as well, and they came away with the rebound. Ball then went out of bounds, last touched by an Eagle. And so Florida Gateway will look to try to cut this deficit in half, or at least down to 4. This is Yant in the paint. Rose will get called for the foul. Not what they wanted to do, and that's going to be just the first on Xavier Rose. But it does send Israel Yant to the line. He is 2 for 2, 6 total points. 59 seconds left. And Yant with 2, number 1, is right down Broadway. That's now 7 for Yant, and at the moment, it is a 5-point lead for Trinity Baptist. And here comes number 2 from Yant. And it is good. Well, it's better for the Eagles than a 3-pointer. It's still a 2-possession game, 59 seconds left. Kennedy to Thompson. In the paint, off the glass, no good, but Thompson will go to the line. And we'll see who got called for the foul. DJ's okay. He'll ready to shoot. Big free throws coming for DJ Thompson. And it looks like the foul is called on Tariq Pitts. That is number 3. And Thompson at the line. Only 1 shot, but he made it. And this is a big free throw here. It's 4 points right now. In the first of 2, no. That one hit off the inside of the front and the back and popped out. Still could make it a 5-point game. And here comes number 2. Eagles give up the rebound, but they didn't need it. 6 points for Thompson. 5-point lead out of bounds off Fernandez. So Florida Gateway with possession. 52.5 on the clock. Of course, what you see on the screen doesn't show tenths, but that's what the scoreboard in the gym says. Fernandez on guard, but Boykin is able to receive the pass. Gateway trails by 5. They need a score and then a stop. There's a chance at the score, and they get it. That's more. 11 points, 3-point lead for TBC. Clock pauses while the Eagles get the ball and ready to inbound. 42.6. Kennedy takes the pass, goes inside, off the glass, no good. Gateway with a 3 could tie it up. This one for 2, and Kennedy with the block. That one is out of bounds. It's Gateway's ball. 24 on the shot clock, 31.2 on the game clock. Brandon Hill back in for Jamarius Pringle. Pull up a chair. You don't want to miss the end of this one. Gateway will have Yant inbounding. He has Pitts, Boykin, Moore, and Brown to choose from. It's going to be Amon Moore. He's behind the arc, guarded by Thompson. 3-pointer would tie it. Thompson knocks it down, but Moore's able to get it right back. This one would tie it. It's off the rim. Fernandez the rebound. 16 seconds left. Fernandez got a break. He was falling out of bounds, but that's going to be a foul called against Israel Yant. That contact may have gotten Fernandez off balance, and Diego Fernandez with a big sequence here. Just one will make it a 2-possession game with 14.5 seconds left. Fernandez is 3 for 4 so far, 12 points. And it's a team, Eagles 15 out of 24. This one is good. That makes it a 2-possession game. And Fernandez has another one coming. Came in at 78%. Number 2 is good. Fernandez clutch at the line. 14 points, 5-point lead. Brown, they're going to let him go without a foul, a wise decision. So Brown gets points 19 and 20. Then we have a foul right in front of the bleachers. Both officials are going to talk about it. At the moment, it's a 3-point lead for Trinity Baptist. That was a great job by the defense. Give Brown what he earned. Make sure you don't make any contact and draw the foul. This foul on the push a moment ago is number 4 on Israel Yant. And Fernandez is back at the line. And that one is good. That's now 15 for Diego Fernandez and a 2-possession game. And number 2 coming for the junior. That one is no good, off the rim, picked up by Pitts. He loses the ball. Fernandez is fouled. That's going to be number 5 on Amarian Brown, doing a team-oriented play, knowing that he is going to be out of the game. However, he does stop the clock, and Fernandez is back at the line. 77-73. We want to thank everybody for joining us here all season long. It's been a great season for TBC, a rough start, but in the second half of the season, they have been phenomenal. They have 2 more South Region games and then the tournament next week. That one spins around and drops out. Again, if you go to the schedule page, scroll to the bottom of the schedule, hit tournament info, tournaments at Bob Jones University. The seedings will come out upon completion of Saturday's play. That's going to do it. Final score, Trinity Baptist College 78, Florida Gateway College 73. An absolutely fantastic performance by both teams. Give them both a whole lot of credit. TBC shot 44%, Gateway at 39%. We'll quickly go through the totals for the Timberwolves. Amarian Brown with 20 points, Amon Moore 11, Tariq Pitts 9, Israel Yant 8, Amon Greenidge 8, Tyjon Wright with 7, Logan Godfrey with 4, Bryant Boykin with 4, Dawson Norman with 2 for the Eagles. Brandon Hill, I'll quiet down so they can pray. Hill with 20 to Ty Brown for the game high. Kennedy 17, Fernandez 16, Rose 12, Ethan Bray 7, DJ Thompson 6. And the Eagles win this one 78-73. Now, we're going to pause here. We're going to hang on, see if Coach Shank wants to come up. We'll keep the camera going. Well, that's going to do it for us for today and for the 2024-25 women's and men's basketball season on the home court. Both teams have 2 games left. Both will play at Southeastern Baptist College on Friday and Pensacola Christian College on Saturday. Both teams are also going to participate in the South Region Tournament, which begins next Thursday at Bob Jones University. Well, as always, thank you, everybody. Our next broadcast will be on the baseball field this Friday night as the baseball team, who's off to a terrific 8-4 start, will take on the Banians of NAIA New College of Florida. Thank you, everybody, for joining us all season long. For head coach Zach Shank, athletic director John D. Jones, and all of us here at TBC, I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.